Good morning, you're listening to AM 1080 KSCO Santa Cruz 1007, a beautiful Sunday morning, December 17, 2017. Jason Struve here at the deck. Let's get a look at your KSCO King of the Hill traffic update. Light traffic out there on your major roadways, 117, 101, all looking good. Other major roadways clear as well across the Central Coast for now. Collision, County Road 16 at San Clemente Drive in Monterey County. Looks like that's eastbound of Carmel Valley Road. Quarter mile from San Clemente. Minor injuries there. Always a hairy road. Vehicle rollover off the roadway, down the embankment on its side. Otherwise, major roadways look good. Weather today, sunny, a beautiful 63 degrees here in Santa Cruz with light winds through the afternoon. Cleared skies tonight, a low near 42. Tomorrow sunny like today with a high near 65. 10:08, time for Spirit of America Rising with your host, Humble Brian the Great, right here on KSCO.
Wow! Mommy's kissing Santa Claus! I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peek. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his bed so stone white. Oh, what a rabbit would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night.
Saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
I really did see Mommy kissing Santa Claus, and I'm gonna tell my daddy. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his bed so stone white. Oh, what a rabbit would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. Oh, what a rabbit would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus I really did see Mommy kissing Santa Claus. You gotta believe me. You just gotta believe. Come on, Mama.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write.
Go ahead.
May your day
Get those lights out.
merry
Get that tree.
and bright.
Wrap those little presents.
And
it alive.
For Christmases be white. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. There's never been such a day in old LA. But it's December the 24th, and I'm longing to be up north so I can have my very own white Christmas. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead now. Yeah.
Dreaming of a white Christmas.
Say Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, would I ride.
Every store, every counter, say Merry Christmas.
Be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
Phil Spector made the best Christmas songs, best Christmas tracks. But he messed up. He's in prison. He messed up. Poor guy. Come on. It's Christmas in America.
Frosty the Snowman was a happy, jolly soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal.
KSCO.
Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman, Frosty the Snowman. Led them down the streets of town right to the traffic cop, and he only paused a moment when he heard them holler, "Stop!" Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday."
Go ahead. Yeah, Phil Spector gave us a lot of beautiful, great music. Too bad he messed up. Too much fame and power. Too much, praise. Very dangerous. It's when you gotta watch close.
The bells of St. Mary are new day, all calling the young love, the true love that comes from the sea. And so my beloved, when roses are falling, love bells shall ring out, love bells shall ring out for you and
true love that comes from the sea. And so my beloved, when red leaves are falling,
Love bells shall ring out. Love bells shall ring out. Love bells shall ring out
for you.
Yeah, it's Christmas. Christmas in America. Give thanks. Celebrate. Remember Jesus. Remember that Holy One who came. Yeah. And what did they do? They hated him. They said terrible things about him. They hung him up between two thieves after they tortured him and ran him down, ran down his reputation. Just like they're doing to a great president. Why does the whole world hate Trump? Is it because Trump is bad and the whole world is good? No, I'm sorry. The leaders and the world and the governments are bad. They are evil. And Trump is good. Oh, he may have done bad things. He may have made mistakes. He might have kind of hideous character flaws. But this is the man God sent. There's no doubt about that. And I knew it before he was elected, and I knew it before Hillary fell. Because I saw her fall. They're making it, oh, this man's coming on. He predicted Donald Trump would win. Flip a coin, man. It's 50-50. I'm telling you, I know that he's the man of the hour. And they're all against him, and they're all saying he's bad because he's good. Because he's for freedom, and he's for the people, and he's for America, with all his faults, with all his brashness, and whatever he's done in the past. He's our man. And you better stop cutting him down, because if they get rid of him, your freedom is over. I promise you, your country is over. And there are many people around this area, some of you might be listening, and I know that that's okay with you. Do you think America should go down? And you think we should have a world government? Well, sooner or later, you're going to get it. Because it is predicted in the Bible, and those Hebrew prophets were never wrong. So it is coming. And I hope that you, who are trying to bring it, I pray and hope that you live to see it. And come to understand what freedom is and what tyranny is. Meanwhile, it's Christmas in America. Praise God.
Hi, registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs here. I've been studying healthy bodies for 35 years, and what I've got to tell you may shock and surprise you, but if you listen up, it may change your life. Of all the substances that are required for the functioning of the human body, none is more critical than oxygen. Without essential nutrition, we can live for months. Without water, we can probably survive for 3 or 4 days. But without oxygen inspiration, our expiration is inevitable within mere minutes. One of the more interesting responses to oxygen deprivation involves fat cells. Known as adipocytes, these cells initiate various coping strategies to deal with their inability to obtain oxygen. One of these strategies involves becoming impervious to the signals of the fat storage hormone insulin. This phenomenon, known as insulin resistance, unfortunately leads to large surges in the secretion of more insulin, which will eventually result in a dramatic increase in the size of fat cells and ultimately in weight gain too. In other words, less oxygen means more fat. What's worse, scientists are exploring the possibility that chronic inflammation, immune system breakdown, cell disease, and death may also be the result of oxygen-deprived fat cells. If you can't just seem to lose the weight, no matter how many calories you cut, supplements you've swallowed, or miles or time that you've spent on the treadmill, it's possible that you're dealing with oxygen deficiency. Try practicing slow, deep breathing on a regular basis. And because plants produce oxygen oxygen as a byproduct of their natural chemistry, making sure you've got lots of greenery in the house can also be helpful. Pharmacist Ben here, urging you to go to KSCOhealth.com to order Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, and other nutritional supplements that I personally use and recommend. You can purchase these premium quality products at wholesale prices online at KSCOhealth.com. That's KSCOhealth.com. I'm the pharmacist that believes that staying healthy and strong is not only about medicine, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its work. Go to KSCOhealth.com. Make sure you check out the cool videos too at KSCOhealth.com. That's KSCOhealth.com.
This is Alan Lundell, a.k.a. Dr. Future on KSCO Radio. 10 years ago, we bought a house out in Boulder Creek. It was a gamble because we love to be around bandwidth and power. We found the perfect house with incredible view, but no bandwidth or power. I was very despondent. I was reading Wired, and I ran across this Silicon Valley executive who lived in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and he claimed he had bandwidth. He was getting service from some group called Etheric Networks. So I gave him a call. Etheric put a dish on our roof, and boom, we suddenly had amazing bandwidth. It's been 10 years now. We've been very, very happy with their service.
KSCO Residential Special. Residential service up to 10 megabits per second, symmetric. That's up and down for $85 a month and $199 installation. With guaranteed minimum speeds and uptime, unlike our competitors. Etheric Networks. Call 650-399-4200. That's 650-399-4200. Etheric.net. That's ETHERIC.net.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where a love light leads. I'll be home, oh Christmas, oh yes, if only in my dream I'll be home for Christmas.
That's me. All right, we're going to come back on that, more Ronettes. But, you know, while we're thinking about that, I'll be home for Christmas. What about all our soldiers, all the boys and girls, men and women that are away out there in the world, all over the place, not safe anywhere? So let's gather our Santa Cruz spiritual circle here. Let's wish them well. Of course, we wish most of all that they could all come home and that war would be banished from the world. But that may not be happening in the near future. So we are wishing and calling and asking and begging for every single one of our troops out there that they be covered with spiritual power, that the hand of the mighty God be upon our troops, our armies, and the commanders and the strategists and the mechanics and all of the tech people, that they be inspired, that they be guided and protected. We ask for blessings upon our entire military, intelligence corps, all the different areas of our government, that the mighty power of the Most High God and the Christ energy and the Christ mind will take hold there. And those who shouldn't be there get plucked out, that a bright light shine on them, like it's going to shine on a giant Hollywood producer very soon, and his happy days will be over. Anyway, we ask this, Lord, all of it. Thank you. All of it. For our troops, that you bless them. I know this wasn't a great prayer, but it doesn't matter. You're the issue. Your power, your love, and your mercy is the issue. And we're just asking, what can we do? We ask with faith that you protect our troops, have mercy on our military, and that they never be misused, and that things get under control for our country. Now, it is freedom in America.
Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy and cozy all week. We're snuggled up together like two birds off a feather would be. Let's take a road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Remember the Holy One and the quality of mercy that he brought to this world.
It's a marshmallow whirl in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play, it's a whipped cream day. I wait for it all year round. Those are marshmallow clouds being friendly in the arms of the evergreen trees. And the sun is red like a pumpkin's head. It's shining so your nose won't freeze. The world is a snowball, see how it goes. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is a snowball, just my song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yum, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar day, but in spring is late. In winter it's a marshmallow world. The world is a snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is a snowball, just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yum, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar day, but in spring is late. In winter it's a marshmallow world. In winter it's a marshmallow world. In winter.
Yeah, that was more Phil Spector and the Ronettes. Yeah, we're having some fun today. Christmas time here in America. These are the traditions we have to keep alive. This is our society. This is our culture. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Jesus. You know, they never tell about Roy Moore. Now, I don't know his background, and I don't know if he'd be any good to get in. I know it would be a mess, never-ending mess, which they don't need. They might be better off with the Democrat. I don't know, but they don't tell that they said, oh, he was arrested twice for disobeying a court order. They never tell that it was about the 10 Commandments. That he had the 10 Commandments up on his courthouse somewhere, something like that, and they said you can't have it there, or maybe it had been there for ages, and he fought them, and he said, no, I'm not taking it down. So they arrested him. They don't tell that. That's why he was so popular in Alabama. That's why it was very hard to beat him with everything. It was hard to beat him because the people loved him for that, for standing up for what they believe in and the kind of person they want. But they never tell, oh, he's a nutcase. He ignored the court order and he was arrested. Like the court order, like he was supposed to stop chasing little girls down the courthouse steps, or he was supposed to stop taking from the treasury, or he was supposed to stop driving drunk. What was that court order? No one quite tells us, but just that there's a court order that he disobeyed. You know, that's what they do. They create appearances. And I'm sorry. It's disgusting. That's what the liberals do. Not every single liberal in the world, but that's what they do. They create appearances. They create a false truth. They have from 11 different directions. They got different pundits, different educated people. This one will please the women. This one will please the scholars. This one will please the morons. They got them all out there, and they all say the same thing. You hear the same exact line even. It was all about Russia, same line, same line. Then it was all like, is he fit for office? Is he fit for office? Now they got a new one, because they put everyone on the chopping block. All these Democrats had to step down for abusing their power, taking advantage. It's not because they're Democrats, it's because they're men. Help me, somebody. They're men who don't have self-control. And that's an old story and a very common story. And it's not okay. It's not okay because a man might be that way. But when he takes on a position of trust, when he takes on a position of public trust, when he's going to stand for something, he can't have that going on. Then he's got to control himself. He's got to say, yeah, I got this thing, and I'd like to, see what's there with this little girl here, this 14-year-old or whatever, but I can't because I'm known and I stand for something, so I have to deny myself. I'd like to have that whole thing of chocolate pudding there, the whole big tub of it. It's like 30 servings, I'd like to have it all, but I have to control myself because I want to keep living, all of that. So they create appearances. They create a false truth. And they all repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. And then they all start to believe it. They convince each other about something that doesn't exist. Now, I'm not saying this or that doesn't exist about this one or that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying get the big picture. It is what happens. It's what they do. And you get one of them and you try to talk to them. You say, you said the wall was white. Look, the wall is dark green. Look. They won't look. They won't look. They'll get something in their eye. They'll do anything. They will not look. They cannot stand the truth because they need to believe in the fairy tales they create, because those fairy tales make them feel like everything they've done and everything they are, which is all bullcrap, ridiculous, and slaughter, and they want to feel like it's all okay. So they need to believe. They need to be right. Abortion has to be a wonderful thing. All kinds of weirdness has to be, okay. It has to be okay. Because if it's not okay, what then? What's left? Well, you can turn your eyes up toward the living God. Ah, get away from me, you Nazi hater! You racist! You're crazy! You're deranged! You're unbalanced! Get away from me! Rape! Rape! That's what we're getting to, folks. It's getting real strange. Real strange. Real strange. But things are happening. Good things are happening in my world. Oh, I got them beat. I've got them beat. They own the courts. They own the judges. But they don't own the truth about themselves. I don't care about the money anymore. Keep your money. Your happy days are over. I win. Bye-bye. Hey, it's Christmas time. Stop talking all this garbage.
She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Yeah.
Phil Spector. Whoa.
What a lamp it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kisses and a love last night. Oh, what a lamp it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kisses and a love last
Merry Christmas, Santa Cruz and America and all you little ones.
Coast Paper and Supply, a proud member of Think Local First, is positively impacting our environment. They're providing green businesses with eco-friendly cleaners, food service products, and other biodegradable items. Coast Paper and Supply is located at 151 Josephine Street in Santa Cruz and is open weekdays 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can give them a call at 831-423-3350. That's 831-423-3350. Or visit coastpapersupplyinc.com.
Healthcare that fits your Santa Cruz lifestyle. That's why Dignity Health Dominican Hospital and Dignity Health Medical Group Dominican work with you to make personal choices regarding your health. It's the type of care we can offer because we're more than just a hospital and medical group. We're part of this community. Visit DominicanHospital.org to find a doctor and start living healthy today. Healthcare that fits your Santa Cruz lifestyle. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Hello, everybody. Captain Dave Michaels here with another shout out to our listeners. This time, Santa Cruz County. We want to send a shout out to Santa Cruz, Scotts Valley, Brookdale, Pasatiempo, Watsonville, Davenport, Capitola, Aptos, Corralitos. We love you guys. We want to thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you aboard the next edition of Flight 1080, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., right here on KSCO. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at Flight 1080.
Snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around.
and called me away. Oh, yes, where the morning so bright and the lamb is the light, and the night is as black as the sea. Oh, yes, there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh, Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me. Well, the bear will be gentle and the wolves will be tame, and the lion shall lay down by the lamb. Oh, yes, and the beast from the wild shall be led by a child, and I'll be changed from this creature that I am. Oh, yes, there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh, Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, oh my Lord, and no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me, for me.
Hello there. Hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I got no internet here. It says there is no internet connection.
Yeah, same here. Mine cut out.
I know who it is. I know whose fault it is, but I ain't going to say. No, I'm joking.
Somebody else
We
made that happen.
We can't blame everything on Obama, can we? Or can we? He's messing with us. He doesn't want. Are we on the air?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And flash me some numbers when you get a chance. I know you're a little busy right now, Jason. Things happen, folks, but we're good. Here we are. Well, look, I got here this book here, this ancient book. Let's see what I opened to here. Oh, here's Mark. Ah. All right. And the maid saw him again. Oh, Peter. Ah, yeah. See, traveling with the master, and everybody's big and important and all full of confidence, and then something happens, and then they're all saying, "Oh, there's Peter. He was with that guy. He was with that Jesus character." Some began to spit on him, and to cover his face, and to buffet him, and to say unto him, Prophecy. And the servants did strike him with the palm of their hands. And as Peter was beneath in the palace, there cometh one of the maids of the high priest. And when she saw Peter warming himself, she looked upon him and said, And thou also was with Jesus of Nazareth? Now you got to know that Jesus told them, he told Peter, who was acting all big and devoted, and he said, before the cock crows 3 times, you will deny me. Peter said, never, master. So fear takes hold, man. and you don't have the one you were leaning on. So he denied it, saying, I know not, neither understand I what thou sayest. And he went out into the porch, and the cock crew. Peter was like, well, could be a coincidence. And a maid saw him again, and began to say to them that stood by, this is one of them. All of a sudden, they're all bad. It's like what they're doing with Trump. Same kind of thing. I'm not saying Trump is Jesus. I'm saying it's the same kind of thing they do to the good. And so far as being our president, Donald Trump is sterling. He's darn good. Nah, you want to find out what he did in the 4th grade and wreck your own country. It's going to happen. They're going to do it. They're going to have their way, and they're going to destroy the country. Nothing we can do about it. And a maid saw him again and began to say, there's is one of them. And he denied it again. And a little after, they that stood by said again to Peter, surely thou art one of them, for thou art a Galilean, and thy speech agreeth thereto. But he began to curse and to swear, acting like totally opposite of what they're accusing him of being, pure and, devoted. And to swear, saying, I know not this man of whom you speak. Tui. And the second time the cock crew. And Peter called to mind the word that Jesus said unto him before the cock crew. Before the cock crow twice, thou shalt. I keep getting hung up on that word cock. I don't know why. It's simple, C-O-C-K. Anyway, before the cock crow twice, thou shalt deny me thrice. And when he thought thereon, he wept. Exactly what would happen. Exactly what would happen. Well, Jesus understood. When Jesus said to him, you will deny me, I'm sure he wasn't saying, you'll deny me, you and the rest of these no good. No. He understood. That's what a master is. He understands. That's why they're loved. That's why they're so loved and with so much devotion. Because all they do is give. The real ones. They don't ask for anything. They might ask you to work hard if it's a joint venture and they're all working and building and all like Babaji did, God bless him. He worked harder than anybody. Nobody could keep up with him. In his 60s, 70s, 80s, carrying rocks, working hard. Whew, what an example. So the people get lost like that. They don't have their, fear comes in and takes hold. But you got to stay awake. Like when I was telling you last week, these things I see and I'm seeing all this, that. It's not the old thing like, you're going into yourself and you realize I sometimes, and there's this about. No, I'm done with all that decades ago. It's not like that. It's deeper and it's subtle. And that's the real game when you get to that. And you can remain awake and witness it. Because some of that stuff, it ain't going to change. It ain't going to change. But the one who's witnessing, the consciousness that witnesses it, can get to the point where it chooses its actions. Like they say, when the thief is watched, he can't steal. So maybe there's still a thief in there. But the higher self is now awake and watching. The higher self's always awake, but now the higher self has taken sway, has come forward, is in command. The pollution and clouds are moved from the sun, and you can see it, whatever. So the higher self's awake, and it can spot these things. And you don't say, oh, man, there I go again. I'm such a son of every time. No, you bang. All right, I slipped there. I see it. Right now, I'm stopping. Number one rule, don't make it worse. Don't start jumping on yourself, beating yourself up. Now you feel guilty. Now you feel like crap, and you make a mistake. You lose something, you drop something, or you just do it again because you just don't care anymore because it's just the end of it. You take command of your life. You take command of your actions and your speech. And you do that with tools, spiritual practice. This town's full of them. Here's the one we're using here. A little Yasos Maestro, s'il vous plaît. And we will now watch our breath only through the nose. Up, 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 up through the heart, through the throat, right up into the forehead. We're gently looking up in the forehead and thinking the highest thought. Then when you're ready, you breathe out. Always through the nose, always and only through the nose. Out, out, out. Comes out. It's your own rhythm, and when you're ready, you breathe in again. You watch it all the way out. You watch it back up, looking up in the forehead. You're aware of your breath coming up, up, up into the forehead. You're thinking the highest thought. And when you're ready, you breathe that out. Out, 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 out. Let it out. Let's bring some power now. Hesitate. Let wherever you're at, all the breath out. You know this one. All the breath out, and wait. I don't want any eyeballs popping, but when it gets to like, oh, I definitely gotta breathe now, then you catch it from the very beginning, through the nose. Watch it from the beginning, up, 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 through the heart, through the throat, right up into the forehead. And you're not going to want to breathe out. If you did it half right, you're not going to want to breathe out. Your head's full of energy now, and you're feeling lovely, and there's very little thought. In fact, you probably wish I'd shut up. So keep looking up there, thinking the highest thought. And you might hold it a long time. You might not want to breathe out. You've got plenty of oxygen. And when you're ready, you let it out and you watch it. All the way out, all the way out, all the way out. Now, folks, all right, we got a little time left. I'm going to give you a Christmas gift. Many of you already know these things. Some of you don't, or some of you kind of know it. But we're going to do something a little different now. You take your thumb and put it on your left nostril. Close your left nostril. How are we going to do this? All right. Take your right hand. Take your right hand. Put your right thumb on your right nostril and your left ring finger on your left nostril. Okay? That's the position there. Now, let go of the finger. Get the finger off your left nostril and breathe in same way. You're breathing in, watching the breath through the nose. You have the right nostril closed. Don't begin yet. You have the right nostril closed. And now, in through the left nostril while you're looking up in the forehead and thinking the highest thought. You breathe in through the left nostril, up. Close that nostril. Both nostrils are closed now. You're holding it. You're looking up. You're thinking the highest thought. And then, when you're ready in your own cycle, lift the thumb. Keep the finger on the left nostril. Lift the thumb off the right nostril. Lift the thumb off the right nostril. Out, 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 out. Aware of the breath going out, looking up in the forehead, thinking the highest thought as the breath goes out. Hesitate just a little, catch a little power. Up. Now you close the right nostril and you open the left. Your left nostril is open now and up through the left nostril. This is alternate nostril breathing. Very powerful. Hits corresponding nerves and ionizes them with the air that goes over them. So you close the right nostril, up, 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 up through the left nostril. Fill up. Close both nostrils, look up, think the highest thought, wait, and when you're ready, then you let the breath out the right nostril. Watch it going out while you're looking up in the forehead, thinking the highest thought. Leave that breath out, 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 and then catch it in the right nostril, in, up, 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 through the heart, through the throat, into the forehead, looking up, thinking the highest thought. Close both nostrils, lock closed. Out the left nostril. Looking up, thinking the highest thought, out the left nostril. That's called alternate nostril breathing. You block both your nostrils. You lift your finger off the left nostril. You fill up from the left nostril. Close both nostrils. Wait, looking up, thinking the highest thought. Thumb off the right nostril. Out through the right nostril. Out, out, out. You still have the left nostrils closed. Wait, then in through the right nostril. Up, 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 looking up, thinking the highest thought. And then thumb off the left, finger off the left nostril, out through the left nostril. Back and forth, on and on. The more you do it, this eats up fear. This brings out creativity. This creates mind focus. This is good for the nerves. It's a very good thing. So there you have that. That's a little Christmas present, and we're going out with some Christmas cheer. May God bless you. In this place, we're in a good place. We send out blessings. We ask for blessings and power and goodness upon our nation, upon our troops out there. Protection. Special angels, send your Elohim Adonai, send your powerful, mighty warrior angels to be with our troops, to cover them and protect them, to guide the commanders and the strategists, to save our country. Let this cloud of virtue go across our country. We want goodness. We want peace. We want to be excellent. We want America back as the shining beacon of goodness and freedom it was meant to be. And that's why we say, remember America, remember the idea, the legend, the myth. Remember the real America that's written down and promised to be. Christmas in America.
Tax reform, who it helps, who it hurts. Special counsel getting a hold of transition team emails.
CBS News on the hour.
I'm Jim Taylor. Happy days are almost here again. So say Republicans preparing to celebrate passage of their tax reform legislation.
Heading into the week in which a Republican Congress is expected to vote to overhaul the nation's tax system, and in a big way, the Trump administration eagerly awaits its first major victory in Congress. It insists it will also be a big gain for many Americans.
You're going to see happy days starting in February where hardworking families see that they have more money.
Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin on Face the Nation, where Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders had the very different Democratic perspective.
What we are seeing here is a massive attack on the middle class.
Tom Foti, CBS News, Washington.
Trump transition team emails obtained by the Mueller investigation. The White House cries foul, but from CBS News senior legal analyst Andrew Cohen.
A lawyer for the president says the emails were improperly obtained, but that's not a winning argument, at least not on what we know so far. There is no executive privilege when you aren't yet the executive. And the GSA, which stored the email, said late Saturday that there was no reason for transition team members to have any expectation of privacy when using the government-issued devices that generated the emails.
The Kremlin says Russian President Putin calling to thank President Trump for sharing some CIA information that helped thwart a terror attack there. White House confirming only there was a call. California wildfire update now from KCBS TV reporter Joy Benedict.
We're talking about 40% containment here of the Thomas fire. That is incredible. That is a great number. That's the amount of fire line they have all the way around the fire itself. That's almost 50% of it. And when you're talking about a fire that is this large, that is really a lot of work by those more than 8,000 firefighters who have been working this fire now for day 14.
Third largest fire in state history, has burned at least 700 residences so far. Second best opening weekend of all time.
When I found you, I saw raw.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi takes in $220 million. The Florida Project.
I warned you, one drip and you're out.
Oh, come on!
Out now.
It's gonna melt outside.
It's melting inside, too.
Latest entertainment big shot hit with accusation of sexual misconduct. Andrew Duncan, he's the producer of the Florida Project. Dozen women making the accusations. He denies, but still stepping down as the head of June Pictures. Florida Project, a contender for a Best Picture nomination. This is CBS News.
Honesty, integrity, experience. From the people you know and trust. CBS News. Original reporting.
What's the perfect gift this holiday season? A great night's sleep on a set of Boll & Branch sheets. Hi, I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch, makers of the world's most comfortable sheets. Every set arrives beautifully packaged. Find out why 3 U.S. presidents love Boll & Branch. Try them risk-free for a month. Get $50 off your first set plus free shipping at bollandbranch.com, promo code SLEEP. That's bollandbranch.com, spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com, promo code SLEEP.
Attention small business owners, you know how hard it is to get funding to grow your business. Next Wave Funding is a direct funder that can help you get the cash you need when you need it, even if your credit is not that great. If you've been in business for over 1 year, have at least $12,000 in sales every month, Next Wave will purchase your future earnings and give you the money you need. It's as simple as that. This is by far the easiest and best funding for existing businesses. Call 800-430-4566. That's 800-430-4566.
Good morning. You are listening to AM 1080 KSCO 1104 on a Sunday, December 17th, 2017. Let's get a look at your King of the Hill traffic. Northbound to Santa Cruz, currently all clear through Aptos. Southbound at the limit all the way through Monterey County and back. Light traffic on 17 and 101 as well, whether you're headed north, south, east, or west. Your other major roadways clear for now. Earlier accident on Carmel Valley Road near Bloomfield. Looks like somebody rolled off the embankment. Apparently minor injuries only, thankfully. Sunny today and tomorrow. Highs in the mid-60s. No rain in the forecast. At least through next Friday. Clear skies tonight. A low near 42. And your boater's forecast for today on the Monterey Bay. North winds 5 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Northwest swell 3 feet at 12 seconds. 11:06. Remember, you can get your Doc Wallach products all day today. We are stocked up with all the good stuff. 2300 Portola Drive. Get her done. 11:06. Time for hour 2. The Spirit of America Rising with your host, Humble Brian the Great.
It's Christmas in America. We're trying to dampen, trying to create fear. Keep your spirit, keep your faith. Nobody bothers America too much for long. Yeah, I knew Rudolph. I used to hang out with him. He used to say, I don't get no respect. All they do is make fun of my nose. I'm as good as all. I said, Rudolph, you got to assert yourself, dog. All right, okay, we got some questions and answers here. Why not? Now, there's some interesting things here. So this guy says, I have a feeling, I'll move this down, sorry about that. I have a feeling that God wants me to be a psychic saint. And on the other hand, I have a strong feeling that I want to accept myself as I am. I feel afraid of the God side. How can I relate to these? The answer, what's wrong in becoming a psychic saint? If God says become a Queen of England, it is not bad. Be yourself. Can't be explained as long as you don't know who you are. But as soon as you know yourself, then Queen of England and psychic saint will be nothing. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Woo, wee. Here's a little tip for you. Do you know a good juice fast or cleansing fast to cleanse the liver of toxins? Yeah, I get it. So that's the spirit has taken over. So get back to the music and stop being boring. Do you know a good juice fast to cleanse the liver of toxins? Lemon juice, ginger juice, black salt, hot water, and honey. There you go. Hey, hey. I wonder how many people are not listening on their computers. We see that there are many hundreds listening on the computers. But do us a favor. I would like to see, Jason, if we could get 20 people to just call and say listening. Just call and say listening. If 20 people call, that would mean that there was about 10,000 people. What do you think? No, Jason's got his head down and his hands on his head and he's shaking his head and he doesn't want to have to deal with all those calls. So I'll just have to assume, we'll have to assume you're out there. Well, a lot of people are shopping now. It's Christmas time. So maybe there's 5 people listening. Maybe there's 500, 5,000. We don't care. We're having a darn good time. And you know how it is. It's supposed to be Christmas. You search all over the radio. You find some pathetic FM station that's playing boring Christmas music, you know. So we want to have a little more of the spirit here. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't know. The political thing, it's just terrible what's going on. And I just feel like we got to get more into the Christmas spirit. I mean, I just think it's awful what they're doing. They're desperate because the things that are going to be uncovered and are being uncovered, and it's still just the kind of top of the iceberg. It's going to destroy them. It's going to be a terrible thing when we find out everything that's been going on. And I don't just mean stealing money and this and that. I mean as dank and putrid as a swamp can get. And so they are desperate. They're pulling out all the stops to get this man. There must be 20 assassins trying to find a way. Dear God, bless him and keep him well and guide him that he only do right. We are off the way. See what this is? This is an album filler. You see how there's so many great songs on the album, really great. But you see, I know this one was written by Phil Spector, has to be. Written by Phil Spector, published by Phil Spector, produced by Phil Spector. So, you know, he gets extra money that I putting only his songs on the album, you see. But some of the other ones they're probably public domain, some of them, or maybe not. So he got some extra money by getting some of his on there. That's how it works, you know. It's just business, that's all. Well, we're getting some very good news out of Hollywood, folks. I can't tell you yet, but I might in the future. Some very, very good news out of Hollywood. Good things are happening, if you can imagine. That's the Wooden Soldier song. What else they got here? Let's see. Same song. Let's see what we got here. This is a heartbreaker. I don't know if you can take it. Get your handkerchief out. Oh! Come on. Whoa, what happened? Bozo at the controls. That's not Jason. C'est moi. Let's try it again. Get this thing back. Oh, the web is going up and down. That's what it is. The web's going up and down. I thought I did something, but no. It's just, I know it's Obama messing with us. He's messing with our web. That's what it is. It's B.O. himself. All right. So what do we do here? Let's put some Yassos on and we shall get high for free. And when the internet comes back, we will put that. Well, that's a heartbreaking song. Anyway. Oh, my heart. Oh, I can't take it. Oh, there you go. Well, we're having a good day here. It makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Happy. What's wrong with this picture? This guy crying and saying he's happy. All right, folks. The internet's up and down because we're supposed to have a spiritual Christmas, too. We've been having some fun, hearing some traditional music, feeling the traditional feeling. But beyond all traditions, beyond all societies, beyond all egos and personalities, is the Holy One. that which is the source of all that is. And that over there doesn't become us over here. That is what we are, but we're here in the world of duality. So let's cut through it, and let's watch our breath for a while here. Through the nose, watch your breath. This is just the simple watching the breath technique. I use this one almost exclusively when I share with people. I have my own, which is a whole nother thing. Forget it, man. Phew. Hold on to your seatbelt or whatever. But this is simple, so we do it. Any average person can start feeling better in a minute or 2 or 3. So if you've never done this, this is when you go to the refrigerator or whatever, this is the time to sit still. Give yourself a chance. I promise you do this. Just do it one time. It's not religious. If you're worried about religion, because I know there's a lot of people, they're so busy looking for the devil. But if you spend half the effort looking for God, you'd be a lot better off. Ignore the devil and trust in God. That's what faith is. Faith isn't looking under every rock and accusing every other person who's got a strange haircut or whatever, that they're with the devil or the devil's in them or whatever. The devil's in everybody. Unless you fill yourself with the Christ light. And that's not religious. That's the light of truth, the light of life itself. So if you're worried about that, when you think the highest thought, think Jesus or Zoroaster or whatever your particular impressive trip is. But you can't go wrong with Jesus. I love him. He's wonderful. And I know him, and he knows me. That doesn't make me holy or good. But he's wonderful, and he understands. He's a real friend. It's wonderful. There is help available. So if you want to think of Jesus as the highest thought, do that. You want to just think of the unmanifest, the one living God. That's good. Doesn't matter. The idea is get the mind busy with something higher, pointing towards something higher, thinking of something higher. This creates a groove in the mind, a pattern that wants to repeat and get stronger and stronger of purification and spiritual practice. And the spiritual power within you grows as you do this, because the spiritual power has always been with you. You don't get the spiritual power, you bring it forth, because what you are is pure power, pure creativity, pure genius. What you actually are, that which is what you are. It is you, you are not it. People have that experience of the oneness. They start running around telling everyone they're God. And they're worse off than if they'd never heard the idea of spirituality. Now they're really lost because they think they know. They can't know. You'll never know. We will never know. We will never be enlightened. Because the ones who are trying, it's all mind. False. Ideas about ourselves. Beliefs about ourselves. Grudge, ambition, I'll show them, all that. That's the problem. That's not the goal. I'll be the highest. I'll be the greatest. I'll be enlightened. No. We have to get free of ourselves when the one who is searching is found. Then you have the truth. So we watch our breath, and we breathe in through the nose, right up into the forehead, while we look up in the forehead and think the highest thought. Remember the old scripture there in the New Testament? When your two eyes become one? It happens. It's different. All of a sudden it's like zip, zip, and you're seeing everything in a wholeness. There's a difference. It's wonderful. It's a level. It's a step. So invite that purity, that divine, eternal power. Invite that divine, eternal power to come forth from within you. Don't be ashamed to be great. Don't be afraid to be great. Don't be afraid to do super things. You watch the breath. You breathe in, up into the forehead. Looking up in the forehead, you think the highest thought. Watching the breath, watching the breath. Then if you want more power, let the breath out. You're watching it only through the nose. All the breath is out, all the breath is out. Wait. Really gotta breathe. Okay, grab it right there from the beginning. Up, through the nose, up, through the heart, through the throat, right up into the forehead. You're looking up there. Now you got a lot of energy up there. Bathe in it. Just keep looking up and thinking the highest thought. You might find yourself thinking about this state. Oh, this is wonderful. Observe that thought. Don't go with it. It's not what you're after. Keep watching the breath. And let it out. Relax. And from this place of focus and power, we can send the power, the spiritual power of goodness and victory across our nation. That the nation be strengthened, that the youth have an awakening, that the youth find themselves, find higher things, higher aims, higher habits. That the whole nation be inspired, the whole nation be lifted. Purification begins. And the accursed things and the terrible wicked things involving children and corruption in the highest places. The betrayal of our Constitution, the betrayal of the trust of the people. That all this cease, that we come with our combined spiritual power and we call for an awakening and a purification upon and throughout these United States, that the power of the living God, the source of all that is, will take hold in this nation and turn us around. But we have to turn around. Nobody's going to wave a magic wand for us now. Each one of us is in this battle to turn back to the higher things and beg for our country, because it is on the precipice. And when they finally succeed in getting rid of our freedom warrior hero, and they will at some point, sooner or later, one way or another, you can kiss your freedom, your happiness, and your United States Constitution goodbye. This is our last chance. And there are people who are self-destructive. They hate themselves. They hate their parents. They hate all authority. A lot of times for very good reason. But that's not my problem. My problem is that they have a death wish for themselves, their children, their country, everything around them, because they're sick and deranged. Between the drugs and what they went through growing up, there are some dangerous people out there, even if they won't hurt anybody. Because they want to destroy. They want America to fail. And they're very clever, they're very educated, they're very able, they're great organizers. And they're working with all their might to bring down this greatest nation that ever was. So this Christmas we all come together, whatever our political beliefs, whatever our aspirations, our aims, our dreams, we all come together and agree on certain things. We agree on freedom. We want freedom for our children to grow up in the best, freest America. We want prosperity. We don't want our children begging in the streets or looking for a place to sleep. We don't want any children being hungry or nowhere to sleep or afraid or being mistreated. So we all agree on these things. Whatever your political aspirations or ideas, we agree on these things. And we agree that America should definitely become the beacon of freedom and goodness and justice and good things in the world. Disagree with, America. I'm talking about a great America that is righteous and doing right and promoting freedom in the world. We agree on freedom. Or do you think certain people shouldn't be free? All right? So there are many things we can agree on. And this is what we want for our country. We want a clean, decent. Oh, what do you mean by clean? Here we go. They kill words. They kill purity. They kill tradition. And they're killing America with this dissection of every word. He scratched his head when he was in the elevator with me, and I think that's signal. You know, the Bambuji tribe over in Eastern Africa, when they scratch their head, that's asking a woman to take their clothes off, and I can't put up with this anymore. This man should be removed from the world. You see how I vacillate? I go into the peace, and then this stuff comes up. What's happening in my country? Can't stand what's happening in my country from the educated morons and the new useful idiots who are consciously working with all their might to bring this down.
Hi, registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs here. I've been studying healthy bodies for 35 years, and what I've got to tell you may shock and surprise you, but if you listen up, it may change your life. Of all the substances that are required for the functioning of the human body, none is more critical than oxygen. Without essential nutrition, we can live for months. Without water, we can probably survive for 3 or 4 days. But without oxygen inspiration, our expiration is inevitable within mere minutes. One of the more interesting responses to oxygen deprivation involves fat cells. Known as adipocytes, these cells initiate various coping strategies to deal with their inability to obtain oxygen. One of these strategies involves becoming impervious to the signals of the fat storage hormone insulin. This phenomenon, known as insulin resistance, unfortunately leads to large surges in the secretion of more insulin, which will eventually result in a dramatic increase in the size of fat cells and ultimately in weight gain too. In other words, less oxygen means more fat. What's worse, scientists are exploring the possibility that chronic inflammation, immune system breakdown, cell disease, and death may also be the result of oxygen-deprived fat cells. If you can't just seem to lose the weight, no matter how many calories you cut, supplements you've swallowed, or miles or time that you spent on the treadmill, it's possible that you're dealing with oxygen deficiency. Try practicing slow, deep breathing on a regular basis. And because plants produce oxygen as a byproduct of their natural chemistry, making sure you've got lots of greenery in the house can also be helpful. Pharmacist Ben here, urging you to go to KSCOhealth.com to order Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, and other nutritional supplements that I personally use and recommend. You can purchase these premium quality products at wholesale prices online at KSCOhealth.com. That's KSCOhealth.com. I'm the pharmacist that believes that staying healthy and strong is not only about medicine, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its work. Go to KSCOhealth.com. Make sure you check out the cool videos too at KSCOhealth.com. That's KSCOhealth.com.
Produced by the great Jeff Barry, who wrote Be My Baby, River Deep, Mountain High, a lot of the Phil Spector stuff. Great, great talent, Jeff Barry.
Start singing and there ain't no stopping you. You can sing it in the dark. You can even sing it if you're crying here. And now is the time to start. It's kind of like a new day dawning when you find out who you are. Life is one big song.
1972. Huh. Yeah. Would have been a hit, except that I made an appearance in D.C. It was the end of this great record. Merry Christmas, everybody. So where do you go from here in the arrangement? Oh! Jeff Barry. Neil Goldberg singing. Well, I guess it was for the best since I was an imbecile. Didn't know what I was doing. Should have just put out beautiful music and done all the good I can, but you know. Youth. Youth is wasted on the young, all right. Yeah, so there's different things. Yeah, I remember a few different things were going on I was going to talk about. Yeah, when I went to India, there was Harold Lipsius. I've mentioned him before, Harold B. Lipsius. He was Dick Clark's personal attorney. And he went with Dick Clark during the payola hearings. He was sitting beside him in Washington and all guided him through it, got him through it all right. And he was my legal guardian. And one day he said to me, I was starting a show. I was putting out good little records and all. Starting the show, get some play. I was working with a talented guy, Howard Bogues, who died young, Agent Orange. But one day Harold said to me, he said, you know, I want to make you a proposition. He said, I'll handle all your business. Now, I didn't understand what all your business meant. At that time, you know, this man had the power to put me right on American Bandstand. He had the power to like make it all, and I didn't know. I was a dumb kid. I had started hanging out across the street, across Broad Street, with Johnny Madeira, and they had just had the big hit. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. You know, Leslie Gore, and their office was cooking, and they were young, and Leon Huff was there. I started writing with Leon Huff, and Leon was dynamite. Leon, Philly International. Somebody wants to talk to me. Somebody's calling and calling. Who dares to call and call and call during the Humble One show? I'm trying to tell a story here about my very, very important life. Missed call, huh? I don't know who it is. I don't know who Hoffman is. Probably a sales thing, a scam. Probably want to get all my millions of dollars. All right, the heck with you. I'll get you later. So Harold said to me, you know, I'll handle all your business. All I want is your publishing rights. Well, that's a big deal. Publishing rights is a lot of money in that. There's the writer's share and there's the publisher's share. Now, I'm still getting royalties today from of the few songs that Harold Lipsius had back then when I started working with him. To this day, he did it so right that I'm still getting $19 here and $3 there from just a few songs. He did it right, and I'm still getting paid. Other stuff, hundreds of songs I sold to publishers and this and that, no money. But anyway, he makes me this offer. Basically, he was saying, I will make you a star. You know, I will handle all your business. That means nobody would dare rip me off. Everything would be done right. If a concert or something was messed up, this guy would go after them and make them pay everything. I mean, you know, it was like from God. It was like everything, total success. And a mentor from heaven, a beautiful man who really cared about me. And I was starstruck by Johnny Madera and his recent hit over there across the street. Now, I was on the outs with my dad at that time, and I didn't respect him because of some things I saw. But being young, I didn't understand that a person can have flaws and still be a great, barber or a great mechanic. A person can have flaws and still be wise about something. And my father really understood business and power. Even though he was a factory worker, that man was brilliant. He just never had a chance in life. So had I gone to him, there would have been no discussion. It would have been, Harold Lipsius, done. I will break your, you go anywhere else. You're going with Harold Lipsius, done. He would have seen the whole thing, and it would have been beautiful. But, of course, it would have ruined me forever. So, praise God, it's all good. It's all the same. Now, who is this? Missed call. Let's see who calls. Let's find out about this. Who is Hoffman? No, it's a different. All right, it must be someone calling up about the longevity. I'll call them after the show. So, yeah, this longevity, whoa, I'm getting calls. I'm hearing stories. Wonderful, wonderful things. Good stuff. Good stuff. And you can, it's still a great Christmas present. You give someone a starter pack, it's like 50-some bucks. You got the tangy tangerine with all the minerals and nutrients, and you got, I think, an essential fatty acids with it. Nice combination, all organic, all from in the USA, high absorption. I mean, it's like the best. And you can come over right now. Grab one from Jason. What are you going to give them? Oh, a bowl or a punch bowl. What are you going to give these people that you don't know what to give them? And they're going to take and go, he got me a punch bowl. Oh, I have another toaster to put in the storeroom. I wish he wouldn't have wasted the money. Instead, what's this? Oh, it's the best, man. I had to get it for you. It's just, man, it's healthy for you. It's good for you. Try it, And then a week later or 2 weeks later, you get a call. Oh, what a gift you gave me. I just love it. I feel so good. I haven't felt. Oh, this stuff's wonderful. Thank you. That's what'll happen. You get someone that for a Christmas present, because I'm still surprised when I hear back from people. People call me and tell me, I'm feeling a lot better. I say, how long you been taking it? Oh, about 5 days, 3 days, 5. Now, that's not going to be for every single person. Anyone who tells you this is it, they're lying. This will do this for you. They're lying. They're lying. Because no one can promise. Each body's different. The effects, what medicines are they taking, what other vitamins, what stress is in their life. But very good percentages of profound results. So get your weary shopping butt over here and let Jason solve a couple of your problems. You give them some longevity stuff. Even just a tangy tangerine, $58. You could be saving their life, or you put them on a path to better health. Because when they take it, they're going to feel something almost every time. Very high percentages. It's like, whoa, it's alive. It's strength. It's not like zoom, and then craziness. It's very, very well done. Dr. Wallach, I call him a persnickety old stickler. God bless him. No compromise. Has to be right. Has to be done right. Has to be combined right. Has to be from the right sources. And it damn well better absorb highly. That's Dr. Joel Wallach. I love him. He's a national treasure. So, folks, I think we need some calls. A couple people call up and sing Merry Christmas or tell us something. There's someone out there just dying to call in. I promise I'll be nice for the first few seconds.
Are you trying to figure out what to get him, what to give her, what to give, what to get? Here's a great idea. Give someone special a Healthy Body Start Pack. Each pack has a full pound of Dr. Wallach's Tangy Tangerine loaded with the...
That's what I
Are you
just
trying
said.
to figure out what to get him, what to give her, what to give, what to get? Here's a great idea. Give someone special a Healthy Body Start Pack. Each pack has a full pound of Dr. Wallach's Tangy Tangerine loaded with essential nutrients and minerals, plus a fabulous calcium complex, and a nice jar of essential fatty acids for the skin, the eyes, and the heart. Just think, you can give the Mighty 90, all organic, all from inside the United States, and with an absorption rate of up to 95%. Start someone you love on their way to a healthier life. Pick up a couple of Healthy Body Start Packs right here at KSCO. If you want to send a start pack to someone out of town, just call Brian at 831-359-8392. He can have your start pack gift sent right out to be delivered within 4 days. So take the easy and the best way out. Swing by 2300 Portola Drive and give a start pack or two, or have a Healthy Body Start Pack sent to someone dear. Just call Brian, 831-359-8392.
Hi, Colton Passy here with Second Harvest Food Bank, here to tell you how you can be a hunger hero with just a few clicks of your keyboard. Second Harvest Food Bank's Holiday Food and Fun Drive is going on right now, and every $1 donated provides 4 healthy meals for people in need right here in Santa Cruz County. Let's make sure everyone has food on the table this holiday season and beyond. Give a gift now at thefoodbank.org. Sponsored in part by KSCO Radio.
Healthcare that fits your Santa Cruz lifestyle. That's why Dignity Health Dominican Hospital and Dignity Health Medical Group Dominican work with you to make personal choices regarding your health. It's the type of care we can offer because we're more than just a hospital and medical group. We're part of this community. Visit DominicanHospital.org to find a doctor and start living healthy today. Healthcare that fits your Santa Cruz lifestyle. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Proud and steadfast, folks. This is your top medic, Dave Ramos of the Veterans Take Charge radio show. Today, our country has nearly 22 million veterans, making up for about 7.5% of our adult population. We are pillars of our communities, employers and employees, students, athletes, and elected officials. While some of us thrive, some veterans struggle to survive. Over 20% of us are currently seeking or receiving treatment from the VA for post-traumatic stress. Of those, 1 in 3 have a comorbid substance use disorder. Traumatic brain injuries and military sexual trauma inflict severe and unseen scarring, and the suicide rate among veterans is astounding. Veteran or not, one suicide a day is one too many. Every week, my battle buddy Justin Baker and I talk with motivated veteran leaders and dedicated supporters who are on mission to provide the much-needed healing that our country requires. Join us right here, every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. as we continue mission to support and defend this country and take charge now. Contact us by emailing veteranstakeCharge@ksco.com, and please like and share our Facebook page at facebook.com/KSCOVets.
Oh, this is John chapter 5, verse 30. These are the words of Jesus, supposedly. I can of mine own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not mine own will, but the will of the Father which hath sent me. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. There is another that beareth witness of me, and I know that the witness which he witnesseth of me is true. Ye sent unto John, and he bare witness unto the truth. But I receive not testimony from man. But these things I say, that you might be saved. He was a burning and a shining light, and ye were willing for a season to rejoice in his light. But I have greater witness than that of John. For the works which the Father hath given me to finish, the same works that I do, bear witness of me that the Father hath sent me. Now this is interesting. He says, for the works which the Father hath given me to finish. So like John started and others start, to finish. But then the last thing Jesus says on the cross is, it is finished. Huh? Interesting. And the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me. The Father himself, which sent me, hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape, and ye have not his word abided. And you have not his word abiding in you. For whom he hath sent, him ye believe not. That's how it is. Same thing I was talking about. Interesting how each show takes its own, force, its own direction, shape, and even like I just did a whole thing about the minerals and wonderful minerals and all, and right after comes a commercial, the same thing. It's interesting, but it's a good message, man. Make it easy. Get them the best thing you can get them, and they'll love you for it. All right, are they which testify of me? Ye will not come to me that ye might have life. Search the Scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life. In the Scriptures, you think the Scriptures give you eternal life. They do not. I said that. And they are they which testify of me. And ye will not come to me that ye might have life. He says you believe in the Scriptures, and the Scriptures mention me and tell I'm coming, but you still don't believe. And you will not come to me that you might have life. That's the ego. We're the religious. We know the way. We have them. Meanwhile, they're still ordinary men. I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that ye have not the love of God in you. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you will receive. How can you believe, which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Oh, no. We'll have none of that. We are going to have a meeting. The committee, the committee is going to meet, and we will vote, we will discuss, and we will vote, and we will decide who is the Messiah and what is holy and what is truth. Now get him out of here. All right, now. How can you believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. Because Moses wrote all that stuff, man. Oh, you messed up here, you messed up there, all these rules. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? Whew. Boy, he was something. He was something, what he went up against. And he knew what they were going to do to him. But it's all part of it. It's the karma. It's like him allowing them to do that. He said, no one takes my life. He said, I could call out now. I get 12 legions. My Father will send me 12 legions of dangerous angels. And that's not a problem. But I lay down my life, because he saw it was the only way for what had to be done for different reasons. And one of the reasons was to allow the Roman Empire to murder him, because he knew that karma had to sink them. How else would we have ended that evil that was in the world? They were terrible. Terrible. Well, a lot of great art, a lot of great, things and accomplishments and amazing military things, but they were very cruel and heartless and very... the whole hedonistic thing and all. Oh, boy. They brought it on themselves. They sure did. But they shouldn't have messed with Jesus. Shouldn't have messed with him. When you mess with a righteous person, someone intending to be righteous, someone who's living a spiritual life, someone who's serving the Most High. There it is. When you mess with someone who's serving the Most High, oh, well, he did that and there's that, and I heard that about him. Yeah, true. Absolutely true. But if that person is working with and serving and surrendering to the living God, and you want to mess with that person, big mistake. In some cases, I don't even have to fight. I don't have to do anything. It just happens. Things happen. I see it all the time. And it's not because I'm good. It's because God loves me. And because I accept his love. And because I try to serve him. And I ask him every day, let me serve you. Let me help. Let me serve you. Let me serve you well. Let me be good in your eyes. Let me do something right in my life. You know what I mean? And he uses me. And he uses me in things, and I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I think I'm doing that, and a whole nother thing comes about in there, and then this shows up, and oh, well, I'll plug that in there. Boom. It happens that way. You get in that way where it says the steps of the righteous are directed by God. Well, what is righteous? Nobody's righteous. No one on the earth is righteous. Don't think the Pope is righteous. Don't think the rabbi's righteous. Don't think anybody's righteous. Nobody's completely righteous. Even the great master said to me on the side one day, he wrote, and he said, the disciples put wings on the guru. And then he wrote, but the guru does not have wings. And he looked at me deeply, like, I'm just a man too, way advanced, amazing abilities, very devotional, very pure. But he understands. In our condition here, in this world of duality, nobody's good. They ran to Jesus, oh, you're so good. He said, why are you calling me good? Only God is good. So, watch out for the spiritual trips and be kind to yourself. Don't beat up on yourself. We all have our stuff. We spot it, and we intend to get rid of it, and we lean on it. And then you say, oh, messed up again. It's okay. The mother does not hate the child for pooping in its pants, cleans him up, sends him back out to play again. A good mother, a right mother, Then you got the kind of mothers, they're all head and not too much heart, and they lay a trip on the kid that cripples him the rest of his life about poo-poo, some big guilt thing. But, it's all out there. It all happens. And we all go through stuff. Now I think about my story. I think, man, I think back about things that happened to me, when I was little and all the things. And there was a lot of beauty, a lot of love, too, of course. Not of course, but there was. So then I think maybe everybody has stories in their life when it was like, oh, my gosh. Not everybody went through what I went through. There are plenty that went through worse, even worse, way worse. But not a lot. There's people that grew up kind of normally, and their parents were okay, and they had arguments once in a while. Things happened, or they got a little potchy on the rear end for doing something, or a little punishment, but they basically grew up okay. That's a lot different. And it's more and more coming to me now. I never saw the whole of it. I never faced it, what really happened and what I went through. And it's like, oh my God, how did I become anything in life? How did I crawl? And part of it is the women, certain women that brought me up and loved me and nursed me and healed me and, fought for my confidence and believed in me. And my mother, a mother's love. When I was down at the worst times, most helpless, most strung out, I always knew I had that mother's love. I had that real mother's love. I knew she loved me. I knew she believed in me. And I knew she'd do anything for me that she could. And I found my way back. I don't know how. I found my way back. And I found a good teacher again. That was good. So, I think I told you about how I got my voice back. I already told you that, so there's no need to tell that. I should play at least one song. I'm going to play one song. It's a perfect song for the end of the show. It's called Remember You. I'm going to get the guitar. Hang on. Got some dead air here. This show would not be the same without dead air. You've got to have dead air to have a true, most humble Brian. I think we'll say almost humble Brian. But that all is spelled with two L's. Don't get me wrong. All right, here we go. Move this down. Here we go. Move this down. Bring that down. Oh, my gosh, Jason, we're falling apart here. It's amateur night. Yeah. Do you remember the songs you used to sing? Do you remember the songs you used to sing? I know I'm speeding up. When you were a gypsy queen or king, when you knew that you could fly, I would not let you try. Oh, you child, beautiful child. Remember when, love yourself again. Remember when, love yourself again. And when you do, remember you. And do you remember when your heart was open wide? Everyone could come inside, and the time you touched a star, all they said was too far. Oh, you child, beautiful child. Remember when, love yourself again. Remember when, live your dreams again. And when you do, remember you. Remember you. Just you. The you that lives in your heart. The you that wants to love and share, do great things. The you that wants to be understood. The you that wants to forgive, if you just get a chance to. The you that's listening. Remember you, the one that God loves. Remember you, you're a child of the living God, you really are. And that love is real. Remember you. You're the one who's loved. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Remember God. Keep the living God in your heart. Intend to do good. Go easy on yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. Go easy, and you'll be easier on others.
KSCO, Santa Cruz.
A veteran senator, an American hero, goes home. President Putin puts in a thank you call to the White House.
CBS News, on the hour.
Jim Taylor. Breaking news, Senator John McCain is going home. He will not be voting on the tax bill this week. He's been getting brain cancer treatment. His son-in-law, Ben Domenech, on CBS Face the Nation.
He's looking forward to heading back home to Arizona for the holidays. Our thanks to everyone who has been sending thoughts and prayers to the senator this week. We greatly appreciate it, and he remains one of the toughest men on the face of the earth.
I'm Tom Foti. With the president spending much of his Camp David weekend on the anticipated tax bill to come, his Treasury Secretary predicts
this is going to have a huge impact in the economy, and it's going to have a huge impact on American jobs. You're going to see that right
away.
But that is not what Democrats like Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen see ahead.
It's a huge giveaway to big corporations. Millions of middle-class taxpayers will see their taxes go up, even though Republicans promised that would not happen.
He was on ABC's This Week. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin on Face the Nation.
The Kremlin says Russian President Vladimir Putin called President Trump to thank the U.S. for sharing CIA intel. Putin says helped thwart a series of bombings in St. Petersburg. Vladimir Kozlov is a reporter in Moscow.
So far, 10 people have been detained. Some of them have confessed to planning to carry